Okay, loading. Cool. Not cool. Okay, let's do again. That. Hmm. See.
Hello again. How can I help you? Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
How can I sell this?
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? I think I'm just going to start again. like that. Mhm. I um I don't know what to set for signature. Let's say this one.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone. Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal were over. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what? Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring.
Okay. Let's keep on dressing myself.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fit, hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. Like an image on a mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned.
Okay.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb.
Okay.
Truly, you swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The blades come squeaking to a halt. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not.
Okay.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay, and I just got my first money.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Yay.
Like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
The young woman shakes her head.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the... Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. Glad to have been of assistance.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know you're vast, utterly, and it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? Oh, it's not? You're right, it's not.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua, The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know...
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
The man plucks at...
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
You gently shake his shoulder, but a bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intradepartmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Right. And the interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we have you removed the dead body from the tree. Mm-hmm. Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So, the body...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and is...
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing.
And then, soon after, dead body.
But first, we have to take it down. Talk to the manager. After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk.
The man with the...
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41... Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report it.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need direction.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume He means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo?
I'm a hobo detective.
There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole. Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130. Yes. It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for...
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had in time or space? That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Okay.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past.
Okay.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the pot. He nods.
No problem, officer.
The window stands broken in it. The morning light hurts.
Okay, first things first. I need the bag. I need the bag, so I'll be able to start collecting bottles.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. The metal feels cold and wet. A thick layer of graffiti. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of... You know this to be the start. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no light. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice.
Probably some kids.
This coin-operated viewer is why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty.
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That shit.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter. A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side, and board games are like little games on a table. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being...
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of
cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying...
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of... You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous? Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. There's something you're missing.
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old. I think that's why people read them.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Okay, sir. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good or there could be a story about a poor lady getting... It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Those are unhappy books. For most... I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask... I don't think it's a romance story. Yes.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice, but... Well, maybe. That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. I guess, yes. Maybe some about other books?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you...
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring rows and rows of men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Here. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels. Nothing of interest. Only...
Oh, Man from Hyamdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. Blood and violence, scantily clad women. What does it matter? They're all the same. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyamdalaman, the Man from Hyamdal. It's supposed to be a good...
A small mountain of colorful board game books, an endless variety. There's also books in a board games section. Who wants to read? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting. That price is steep.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or Raubritter.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. Lousy aura. I've heard they turn people in...
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to a...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck. The inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Island, aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtain, just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequence.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and...
Talking is always good. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. These shelves are overburdened with...
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a...
Crime fiction is a disgrace. And asinine, these books, what's more, they completely ignore not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen, a killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the owner. Turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of the tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is... Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend, and as just a few days, could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere. Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on? Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious. Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
The lieutenant narrows his eye.
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. A very The book is also very... Perhaps...
Do her words.
Certainly.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. Browsing through suddenly, a high-speed love. Chronicle next to Herb. Next to that.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. I'm sorry, I did not mean to...
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revish. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Revachon, a single black star, on Ozon, 850 million. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Connections to other worlds, words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel perhaps they are gods. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. To the east, rolling hills, Huron. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing. Still, it's deep.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be, from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap.
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone...
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and it serves wholeness, unity. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of you. The book features there's even a chapter on, this is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head increases with every part. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl. The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge, the book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik, or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young. It is supposedly invigorating. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pearl. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shell. Among other benefits, it is alleged that seems improbable. For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pearl. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins. This is exactly what you need. There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations. You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no! Welcome to Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing. One has to earn one's success.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to... It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off... There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even... Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pig. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed...
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Right?
Time to fire up the old lie machine.
No.
The lieutenant looks at you. Wait, you've got this. Just go with it. This is elegant. Stop being such a fussy prude. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science. Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a God! I've told her not to do that. She can.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands. She's looking for one. But this...
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and... There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. It's a proper place to live. One of the most of the buildings, he made the initial...
Super silent. Almost inaudibly so.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted...
We're quite busy people, you know. I'm sorry. I'm sure you... She's been too busy, I assure you.
And hell freezes over. The woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy...
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony... Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Parsimonies. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round.
Unbelievable darkness, and what you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. You see a set of... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture.
Oh!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent.
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's... There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safe... Why does it feel so familiar?
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the G...
No, it's just a memory from another life. When you were young... This post Lovantorie mail collect. The box seems Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And St. G. The mail collection box seems cathartic.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Okay, time for a quick smoke. Hey, Razo, how are you? Happy working.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Oh, that's...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
No problem. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you...
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either. As I said,
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
Oh.
Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to... Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can...
Thank you. Since the street, there's the pier, the harbor gates, some shops and a bridge. Just coast. It's just water. No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Okay.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. The man uses relay code.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner?
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the... Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
asking you to stop.
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs. He says this has probably happened.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding?
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and...
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his...
What's going on?
Supercop here lost his...
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again.
New heights even for Captain So...
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying over the phone? It's easy.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over. 10-4, I hear you.
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything.
All right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request denied, sir. Over. He says he's...
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case.
Vicmar said... Anything else, sir? Over. Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. Ten-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. What? What?
He wants to verify...
But of course, it says Dick Mullen.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. 10-4.
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent?
He asked if he ever told me...
For God's sake, got this shit...
Sir, satellite officer... So, was there anything else? 10...
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from...
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snaps. You can do good work. It's robust. Weather lets you see things. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator...
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. We're not... Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Officer,
Okay.
I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring guard. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing every... No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use...
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you are.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there.
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, you absolutely should. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your coat. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and... you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you.
Oh, those again. I have been trying. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it."
Me neither. No idea. It almost looked like you pawned it. But uniform? I never... I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the whirling in rags.
I'm not mad, it's just... you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua, you threw it against the wall while screaming. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in whirling. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. Well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No, We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy. And no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Damn.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke. The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not... No!
There's a pause. You can almost see her.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something. All sorts of things. Some disco. Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though. You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the...
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called? Nothing to get into, really, but...
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see...
Okay. Let's go and try speaking again with the girl.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't.
You just can't win out of the rain and into the gutter. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with...
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed.
the swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir. Math. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really... Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen... Right, I have to get...
Okay, looks sexy with this cat.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalk. Some of the writing has faded. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of translucent Welkins. Who are all those creatures? You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. This looks like concept art for a project. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for game. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too. Just look at those details.
The photo collage depicts entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. You see primitive oil rigs built in, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its. A pinned postcard reads, "This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger frame. As time goes on, the number
looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, the handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3. This appears to be some kind of machine.
A radio computer.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring. It's empty, like a beak. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key stops. A bar of fabric. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? The static gets louder.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulin. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that good?
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's...
No.
A hint system is not part of the...
Still no. Received. I will write.
Don't worry. Passwords have...
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name? One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary...
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Yes, I am alive.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. I work as a repeater. As for now, please tell me. Good. Please repeat the password. Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress, thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Nothing happens. The filament slides out. This old fireplace is covered in lines. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of us. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system. Split, you think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one. They must have had massive air width. These, someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game, built a conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in. There's no way a little basement studio.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule...
Nothing. It's just line. This old fire, the whole thing resembles.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
No idea. They stopped. Indeed. Those
super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too...
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know.
Not in Revachol West.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the tech. Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller
coordinating so...
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
A thick layer of coal dust. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat. No one has used it in ages. No.
It's dark and grimy.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
You muster all your strength, and yet you're dehydrated, hungover through a lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that. The chatter from the then again, maybe it's worth actually trying.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer.
A lush layer of maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future.
You're right. The room
always has to be this. A hollow ring. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. No, it's many years of... All you feel is pain. Cop suffers final heart attack.
Oh, like that. How cool is that? And I need to start again? How cool is that? Okay, I think I had enough for today. Thank